One. Oh, hello. Oh no.
Oh, you're used to being over here. You're used to being here and still on screen.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. What's up? What's up with you guys?
Looking forward to this.
Not too much. Just, getting ready to play some Bloodborne in the middle of the day. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing about working here.
Yeah. It's
actually mandated.
Yeah, they asked me, would you like to stop working and play video games? And I said yes.
It's been so many months since I played the game.
Excuse me, my bad. Our names are switched around over there. I got to switch them around. Hello, I am Chris Dubois.
Mine's right.
And I'm Josh Stinson.
Yeah, hi, I'm Josh Stinson. I'm the stream czar. Run streams here every week at Volition. We also have...
I'm Isaac Vanier. I'm a senior animation programmer.
And I'm Chris Dubois, and I'm a QA lead.
And yeah, we're here to play Bloodborne today. More specifically, the DLC. The DLC that came out, like, what, last week? The week before? Pretty recently.
Yeah, it's 1 or 2 weeks old, I suppose.
And...
Oh, yeah, perfect.
The one thing I at least remember is the layout, even if I got us in the wrong spot.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this.
So, you want to start about here?
Yeah, that looks good.
All right. Did you want the controls?
No, go for it.
All right.
Yeah, so we got the DLC unlocked already, and we went in there so that we could make sure that it worked and everything, and now we're ready to step foot back in there.
Yeah.
So I guess a couple of things. The character that we're playing right now is a New Game Plus, and it's at the very end of New Game Plus, right? So
if you want, these are the stats. It's fairly high level.
Yeah, so we don't know how this is going to work out in terms of difficulty.
Yeah.
And when you get to the end of the game, when you go back to the Hunter's Dream or whatever, the headquarters, something changes there. So if we need to go back in there, we'll try to say spoiler warning or something like that. You might want to look away and tell
people in the chat immediately just going like, "Oh no, New Game Plus."
Yeah, no, I already heard how hard it is, even on regular games. So New Game Plus is going to make this really interesting.
Yeah.
But if you haven't gotten into this yet or don't know where to go, if you see this big guy here, you'll know normally these guys will kill you, but this one in particular will actually...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's his attack. If you stand in there for his attack, he will actually be the one that will teleport you to the DLC area.
Okay. Is there any indication, or is it just like when you buy the DLC, it's like, this is how you do that?
If you go back to the Hunter's Dream, I believe they actually say in there, don't they?
Oh yeah, they might mention it in there.
Yeah, because I remember Dark Souls 1 added like DLC that wasn't like, here's the DLC, it was just like hidden somewhere. It's like a lot of people like, how do you get what?
So I think From Software also released some information saying how to access it.
Is he supposed to be in that guy's hand right now?
I don't know. Maybe you already disappeared and got, like, disintegrated.
So yeah, we've got 2 people here who have played a fair amount, and then you got me, who's played about 5 hours of Bloodborne.
Yeah. Maybe this will kickstart you again.
Yeah. It's so much fun to play.
Yeah, I got this game the day of launch, but the day of launch was the day I moved here. Like, the week before I started working here, so it was like, I was really busy with lots of stuff, like, moving.
You need to prioritize.
Yeah, I need to stop the life stuff in general and just sit down and play a game.
Those, when you're loading and they show those item descriptions, I know the first half of all of them by heart. I can't read fast enough, so I don't really know what the second half is on any of them.
Alright, so people who are familiar with the Cathedral Ward area will already notice this place is a fair bit different from what you remember.
Jacked.
Yeah, this place is wrecked.
So I wonder if this is like in the distant future or something?
I think it's supposed to be past.
This is in the past?
Yeah.
So they repaired all of this?
I guess.
Okay. When I play this game, I'm like totally completionist. I like to go and check like
all the
every
nooks and
corner
crannies
and make sure there's not like ultimate weapon over there.
Yeah, you want to make sure you find all of the little like odds and ends they might have here, because you never know where they might put something useful. Oh, there we go.
Hey. Yeah, despite only barely playing this, it was like every single corner had like something hidden there. Whoa, hey.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Oh, so yeah, you were telling me that there are multiple points throughout this game that you fight like other hunters as like bosses or mini bosses. And in this area, it sounds like they are just regular recurring enemies.
Oh, great. That already sounds fun.
Oh, God.
Jesus. That was bad.
I stocked up on the healing thingy.
Boy.
So I have like a couple hundred, 180 or something.
Yeah, I'm going to have to knock off the rust.
So when you're in New Game Plus, is there any way to go like, hey, lower this difficulty, or is it just like, is it just New Game Plus difficulty?
You were mentioning insight, right?
Yeah, as I noticed on this save file, there's 89 insight, which, for those who don't know, insight is a factor in a couple different things. One of them is that it will give enemies additional health, and I think damage, and I think it might make you a little less resistant, as well as it gives enemies new attacks. And so some of the enemies you'll see will actually have like glowing eyes, or their weapons will turn red and different things. Will give you an indication that something's off. If you remember the guys that walked around with lanterns in the Cathedral Ward, you know something's off when there starts having eyes growing on it and stuff. And they start shooting out magic missiles basically at you.
Yeah, I pretty much started stockpiling the insight because I wanted to, like early on, I wanted to see like how, like what you could start seeing, you know, as your character goes more nuts.
All right. Let's go see if we can't show this guy who's boss.
I'm not very good at the gun carrying thing.
Yeah, I've never got it. I've never gotten it down. Oh, jeez. I can't see it.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
Yeah, if you guys are going to watch us die
hey, nice.
constantly.
That's not bad.
So, there we go.
And we can do that until we burn through our 20 health potions, and then we'll get schooled.
Okay, got an old hunter's cap. Let's see how that fares.
This is kind of like so they're reusing the level geometry. That's kind of like like Saints Row. Was it Saints Row 3 to 4? Right?
Yeah, we just went in
the city.
Yeah, and we just added all of the alien stuff to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then skinned it, right? And added a bunch of new areas, of course, but the base of it was the same here, same city.
So is all this DLC like just changed previous areas, or is there like unique areas too?
Don't know. I have tried not to look into it too much. I wanted it to be a surprise. I was getting this game file set up last night, and I was really having to fight to not just run through this whole thing.
Somebody's saying that enemies in this area drop more blood vials than the usual too.
Oh, that's good. Nice.
And they also...
Oh, do they fight each other?
Well, these are hunters, and hunters...
Do the hunters do that normally in the...
Well, there's not very many hunters in the main game, but they will attack other...
oh, man.
Other demons or whatever we call it, beasts.
Yeah.
Like, that's their job, so you'll actually see them going around killing the enemies for you.
The other hunters in this game usually make me really nervous. I just start button mashing.
Ooh, oh, nice. Get him.
Not bad.
So, I totally forgot to actually take advantage and do a visceral attack.
Yeah, usually the visceral attack stuff, like, that catches me off guard. Like, it's like, oh, it worked this time.
From when I played, I was trying really hard to learn the visceral attacks, especially near the very first boss of the game on that bridge, where there's those two werewolves first. I was like really trying to learn how to do visceral attacks on them because I was just getting wrecked by them a whole lot. And it was like, oh, they're weak against fire. Oh, I already used all my fire bombs. Oh.
I really got stuck when I first started this game at the beginning area where there's a big mob in the street.
Oh yeah, just the really big like open town square or whatever.
Yeah, and it's I spent hours going past those guys over and over and over.
Me too. Yeah. And then I finally learned like, oh, it's fairly easy to just like run past.
Yeah.
Kill a couple key ones and choke points, then run past them. I was like, oh, maybe I should just be doing this.
Yeah, and that's part of the thing you learn from the Souls games and stuff is that like once you start get used to like enemy layouts, you'll understand, okay, like these guys I don't need to fight them, you can just like run past and sprint past them.
Yeah, and it's like
especially once you've gotten like all the items that you need and you're just like, I need to get to the save point.
Yeah, I'm curious when because you know, this is
Dead
your
Hunter.
second playthrough of this game. Was the second playthrough like way quicker?
I don't know. It kind of seemed roughly the same.
Okay, because I've heard some people. Well, yeah, maybe that's because of the increased difficulty.
Yeah, that's what I assume.
I've heard some people say like, oh, in these games, like once you know what you're doing and you play through it a second time, you can just, instead of 50 hours, it's like 10 hours.
Yeah,
you know all the tricks
race through it. Yeah, and you know the boss patterns and stuff like that. Like when I beat the game. The last time I was playing it, I had only played like the last several bosses, you know, and then there was a big gap where I hadn't played it for a while. So when I restarted it this time, and I got to that second half of the bosses, I could take those guys down pretty quick.
Nice.
The earlier ones I hadn't gone near for several months, and they were actually a little bit harder for me.
Oh, those are the crows. Okay.
Those crows are creepy.
Yeah, especially when you get to the dog crows.
They're dog? Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, there's bird
like
dogs.
The ones that flop at you.
Yeah. There are dog birds and bird dogs. So they literally cut like the heads off of the crows and put them on dogs, and then took the dog's head and put them on the. It's yeah. Wow.
I have a question for you, Chris.
Sure.
I might have asked this to you before in a previous stream, but do you think doing QA testing has made you generally better at video games? Does it actually improve your skills, or is it like because it's so different, like repeatedly testing something that it's like completely separate?
It's kind of hard to say clearly because the types of games I test are very different from the games that I play as a hobby. Like for me, I play RPGs as a hobby, and typically a lot of them, unless you get into the action RPGs, don't require the like.
Right, it's not like reflexes or like.
Right, where the Saints Row games, while they're not like incredibly twitch based, they are a lot more like skill based, where you actually have to have reflexes.
There's a lot of move. Whoa, watch out. There's a lot of. There's a lot less menus in Saints Row.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I was going to try that on him. All right.
This area of the base game, you know, when you're outside of the DLC.
Whoa! You are
probably one of the most non-linear areas in the game, I'd say.
You are being a real jerk. A lot more.
Oh, did he leave?
No, he's back there.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay, fine.
My go-to strategy is try to roll past the guy right as he attacks and not hit him in the back. Oh, use that item that's set up, the empty phantasm shell.
Oh,
what does that do?
More damage.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
And for visceral attacks, you're trying to hit them with a bullet while they're attacking, right? Like in the beginning.
It's considered basically this version's parry.
Yeah.
Because before in Dark Souls and Demon Souls, if you wanted to parry, you actually had to either use your shield or your sword weapon at the right time in order to parry. Here you do the same thing but do it with a gun. And I think the parry time's a lot smaller now.
It seems like it. On Dark Souls 2, I got pretty good at it. When I got to endgame, I started using that technique and got pretty good at it, but here I'm not so good at it, so I just avoid it most of the time.
Less likely to do 100% runs. I tend to be a completionist by nature, so I actually do a fair bit. I love RPGs.
Yeah, RPGs are big into making you 100% to get all the content.
Yeah, so I actually have a very high tendency to 100% games, especially the ones that I like really, really enjoy.
Did you get 100% in Final Fantasy X too?
Oh yeah. I played that game 5 times in a row before stopping.
What about Final Fantasy 11 or 14?
Oh yeah.
100% on those?
Well, not 100%. Played them.
I'm trying. Is it even possible to really 100% an MMO? It seems like a concept completely alien to that genre. Oh God!
Wow,
man,
that guy hit hard. I want that weapon.
Is that a new weapon?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
No, 14.
Is that a gun hammer? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yes, please.
14 is actually kind of possible to 100%. Like, I would say, depending on your perspective, 100%. I'm probably somewhere around about the 70 to 80% completion of 14.
How many hours?
It doesn't count in hours; it counts in days. So
okay.
So I have
You're serious, huh?
I have 130 days, probably, maybe 135.
Wow. Were you playing 14 before they like remade it?
No, planned on it, and then but the thing was I was waiting for the PS3 version since at the time my PC wasn't good enough, and so since I was waiting, the PC version came out. I got the reviews and I decided to hold off because it didn't turn out so well. But then when they made A Realm Reborn, I came back and the game is so much fun. All right.
People are saying that giant hammer is literally called the boom hammer.
Didn't Red Faction Gorilla have a rocket-propelled hammer at one point? It seems like it, or maybe we just talked about it.
Did you work on Gorilla?
No.
Okay.
There we go. Jeez.
As Heroes, we made most of it.
Okay.
What's up?
Didn't Red Faction Gorilla have a rocket-powered hammer?
Did we?
It seemed like one of the games did. If it wasn't in there, I remember saying we should have a rocket-powered hammer.
On the ground floor, claiming all credit for the rocket hammer idea, which I will say is a pretty sweet idea.
Oh, jeez, this is gonna be a bad idea.
I remember right, it's in there.
Oh God! Oh boy!
This is a bad idea.
You're gonna get wrecked.
Will the hunters fight each other?
No, I think they'll probably team up. Yeah,
Okay.
they're teaming up.
This game is
Man,
like
those
manageable.
badasses.
You can do it if you pick. You have to.
Yeah, I have to be
divide and conquer.
Yeah, I did not expect to be basically pulling everything. I thought they were going to leash back.
Yeah.
Even at the end game, if you're really leveled up, you go through an area that you completely recognize and you can just slam through it. If you do something a little bit wrong and you get 2 guys on you, then they can murder you.
Oh yeah,
really
it's so easy to if you get cocky and think, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing and stuff. It's no. You will get yourself killed pretty easily.
I think I mentioned it in a stream a couple of weeks ago, but did either of you guys see that dude who was streaming a run of Dark Souls that was entirely voice command?
Oh
Really?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. Sounds challenging.
Yeah, it was. The part I watched was when he was fighting. What are they called? Ornstein Smog or Smog or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it.
He was fighting them, and it was just all him just yelling into a microphone, and
Wow.
there's a 2-second delay between dodge left and then dodging left or roll left.
I had a hard enough time doing it with the controller.
He was queuing up actions before he knew he had to do them. So he was roll left, heavy attack, backstep, and then it would happen.
Nice.
Just because he knew how everything worked so thoroughly.
I played that game, played it through maybe 3 times. I played it on PlayStation 3 and then on PC as well. And when I got to that boss, the Ornstein and Smog guys.
Oh yeah, those guys.
That was the part that made me not want to play the game anymore. Hard.
It's, Kyle asking in the chat, he beat the whole game, I believe. With just voice commands.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. It took a while, but he did.
It took him a long time. I think that specific boss fight I mentioned, he was on there for a week or something. I can't remember how frequently he was streaming, but he was on it for a long time.
Really?
Probably more than anything else in the game.
Well, that's skill.
Yeah.
Ryan, what's a visceral attack?
Isn't it R2?
Is it R2?
I think it's R2.
I thought I had pressed R2.
I don't know why I know the controls for this game when I've only played 5 hours of it, but I'm pretty sure it's R2, or you go up to them and you hold R2. I think that's what it is. It's like charging up a heavy attack.
It's run up to them and mash all the buttons. I was reading some article a couple days ago, and I didn't follow the link, but there's a link in there saying that there's somebody who can play all the bosses without leveling up their character.
Oh my
beat
God.
them all.
Oh yeah, there's people like that.
I'm interested in seeing that. I'd like to try maybe the very first one. There was one of the bosses on this playthrough here, one of the end bosses. I really think I had to try fighting him 40 times at least, because he was just handing it to me.
Oh, excuse me. Visceral is tapping R1. Charge R2 is for backstabs.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, R1.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
I got 2 of you? That is not...
Hey, they're over there though. You might be able to go by them.
That's not cool. Oh, hi.
Can you still zone out enemies in it? If you run out of the area?
You can leash them.
Okay. Yeah, you run out of the area they live in, then they just stop caring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a pretty cool looking weapon too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Effective.
Apparently so. Was not expecting that.
He's got cool armor. He's like a Wild West character.
Yeah. Soul level 1. Yeah. Soul level 1s.
Oh, and before I forget, he's been talking in the chat a little bit. We have one other person on the stream here. Moderating the chat is our community manager, Mike Watson, who you might also know as Idle Ninja.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Mike. He's here every week.
Mm-hmm.
Does he watch the stream or just...
Oh, yeah, he's watching.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's always there to also, like, you know, just to talk to everybody in the chat and moderate, but also, like, to let us know if, like, hey...
He's the entire Volition.
We were talking about...
He is the disembodied soul of Volition.
It's fitting for this game.
It's weird we call it Volition, but it's really just called Mike Watson.
We were, Mike and I were talking about this game and Lovecraftian lore. And he lent me one of his graphic novels. It was like a Conan the Barbarian graphic novel.
Is it? It's just that really huge one that's like a tome. It's like
not this one. This
okay,
one, I don't know if you'd consider it a comic or a graphic novel, but I haven't got through it yet, but I'm going to. This, spoilers, maybe. This game starts off being kind of like Van Helsing, right? It's like all werewolf hunting sort of thing, and after you get far enough into it, it turns into like Lovecraft type stuff. It's really cool.
It's one of my, despite not playing much of this game, like one of my favorite things has just been like all the crazy like monster designs they have. Like all their monster stuff is like my favorite things From does.
Yeah, they're.
It's always hard to talk about From Software. It's like, oh, this game is from Software. No, from where? From Software. It's from Software.
Yeah. They do really good materials, like the shaders and texture work on their stuff.
I forgot, these guys are actually scared of hunters.
Like, really?
Yeah, like if you notice, like they'll actually like...
Oh, that's cool.
You see they're actually keeping away from them.
Oh, that's neat.
Because they're actually scared of them. Like, because, I mean, this is what their job is.
So, okay, so the hunters you are fighting, because I've only fought one, and I didn't really know what was happening yet, because I wasn't far enough in to have a grasp of what the story was yet. The other hunters you're fighting, are they just normal hunters, or are they like corrupted somehow? Or
some of them are.
Some of them are. Okay.
Like there are some like NPCs who haven't been corrupted, and like I mean it's the Souls game, so you can attack them. But if you do nothing to actually provoke them, they can be allies.
I kind of ran in there fast. Yeah, and some of them go nuts as you're playing the game too. I guess you work through their individual storylines.
Because I was wondering, like, if these random guys were just like, "Hey, I'm doing my job. Oh, you're a hunter too? I can't have that."
Oh, like the Father Gassion or whatever his name is. We were talking earlier about how you could get like 100 different pronunciations. Yeah, like as you're.
There you go.
There we go.
Nice.
Him is when he's.
That feels so good.
Right?
It's such a good animation. Rip it, like ripping his heart out.
Yeah, the animations in this game are so satisfying.
Such a cool weapon. It makes me think of, I streamed this once a month ago. It reminds me of Jetstream Sam's gun sheath sword from Revengeance. He had a sheath that was like, you'd pull the trigger on so it would shoot his sword out like a gun so he could swing the sword way faster. It was so dumb and good.
Let's see. I got back to where I was, but is this actually a dead end?
Any broken fence or like a little secret area maybe?
That's what I'm looking for.
But yeah, you're bringing up the Lovecraft stuff, but you were asking me earlier today if we could bring it up. We can talk about it a little bit. That there was a thing Volition was working on years ago. It was announced, and we're not working on it anymore. But it was a project, a game called Insane that ended up being more of a Lovecraftian thing.
Yeah, definitely. It was a horror game from Guillermo del Toro, and it was inspired by Lovecraftian lore. And we worked on that for about a year here at this studio, and then it moved to another THQ, a new THQ studio after that. That was pretty cool, though, getting to explore all of that stuff.
Oh,
Whoa, what the?
That?
Did that do anything? Oh, okay.
If there's an NPC nearby, it'll fire it. Or an enemy, I should say. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was another one of those elsewhere in the game, like a cannon that you had to approach.
Yeah, and those guys are so deadly. Like if you didn't know what you're doing. Oh.
Dogs get no love in this game. Well, like maybe they're already dead. So.
There we go. The rust is starting to come off. Oh, hi.
I love that so many of the hunters are wearing these goofy top hats.
Yeah, right.
When we were taking the picture that everybody saw in the pre-roll before the stream started, where you're hitting me with a hammer, he really wanted a top hat in that picture, but...
Come down.
He's perfectly fine to snipe at you.
Yeah. He's got the high ground. I don't like that.
I always love how slow bullets move in video games.
Yeah.
It's like, I see them coming.
I was hoping to... Alright, come on.
Would you be able to dodge forward through the bullet, since you do have invincibility frames?
Yeah,
when
I think you can.
I know it's a pretty slim window, but... Whoa!
Yeah, his is stronger than mine.
Damn. Is that a new gun, too?
No. That looks
like he's celebrating.
That looks like Ludwig's gun.
You think so?
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's totally possible if we die enough that we'll have to stop to go farm potions.
Oh, blood vials
yes,
and stuff?
Blood vials.
Oh my god.
I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, they're saying that's a new gun, actually.
Okay. Yeah, it looked very similar to another weapon that I remember. Yeah, Ludwig's rifle. It looked a lot like Ludwig's rifle. That's why I wondered. It has spiral-piercing bullets. Jeez. that just sounds broken.
I read recently that this game has sold around 2 million copies.
Wow.
Yeah. It's very impressive.
But I thought when when Demon Souls came out...
It was like 1.2 million.
Yeah, it seemed like it was not... Like, definitely respectable, but I've always thought it was interesting. It seems like Western games tend to have to sell, like, way more in order to get a sequel. And I'm curious why that is. I don't know if the studios are bigger and so they need more money. Or...
Well, definitely for Bloodborne, at least, it was a PS4 exclusive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so it was they probably didn't have to worry as much because Sony was just like, we want an exclusive. Here you go.
Yeah, that makes sense. I bought my PS4 for this game, and
I bought this for
I've ever made.
I bought my PS4 fairly early, but I bought it in preparation for Metal Gear coming out, which is funny because then I ended up getting the PC version of Phantom Pain because it runs so beautifully on even weak hardware. But yeah, it's like the main thing I have my PS4 right now is for Bloodborne. There's a couple other things I'm really interested in coming out later, but.
It's scary.
Why? I have to ask. Why is every other hunter way larger than you?
I don't know.
They're at least usually a foot taller.
High heels used to be in fashion.
Yeah, does he have heels?
No.
He's got a little bit of heel on his boot.
Just a normal average.
Yeah, just normal heel, not no hunters strutting their stuff.
Yeah, that's all it is.
In Yarnum.
In the modern pre-DLC world, they like shorter boots.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of for this game is it has a pedigree because the past games and like From Software proved themselves because the first game people were expecting to do bad. Well, Sony was apparently expecting it not to do very well, and so they didn't actually. And
the first game wasn't even being brought over to the U.S. for a little bit. It was like people were importing it from Hong Kong and stuff because it had English voice acting on it already.
Yeah, and whatever version they had already did all the translations.
Yeah, it was already localized, essentially.
Yeah, and so then Atlas just picked it up. And
Atlas is they're all about selling niche games that don't sell a huge amount, but always have that audience that will always buy it.
I love Atlas games because you can always get the weird stuff. But you have to buy it right when it comes out because they only
they'll usually get kind of pricey, except for Shin Megami Tensei and Persona. They stick around.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
They do sales all the time for their games too. Like I got Shin Megami Tensei 4 for the 3DS not too long ago, and it was on sale for like $10.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Those games, that's cool when you get a portable game like that, and it has such a deep story to it.
Yeah. I got it because I was riding a lot of planes for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, my family was in town over Thanksgiving, and so I had to put my Bloodborne on hold because I didn't feel like it was family friendly enough.
That's just a bunch of blood.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
It depends.
It's just blood and indescribable horrors and gun hammers. Seriously though, like what 8-year-old wouldn't see a gun hammer and go like, that's pretty cool?
Yeah. I don't know any. So if you think Minecraft is cool, wait until you see Bloodborne.
You don't really get to build so much as destroy things.
And lots and lots of blood.
Those dogs look very wet.
Look,
like they've just been rolling in blood.
Look at the blood and pretend it's red dust in Minecraft. I can't program with the dog blood, but
hey, that'd be a cool mod. If they ever bring this out for PC, you can splatter blood up the stairs and then turn something on with it.
He surprised me. Alright.
Do blood vials always heal a fixed amount, or is there something you can do to make them heal more?
I thought it was fixed.
Okay.
You can get, there are items you can get, so you can carry a few more of them though.
Okay.
But then you kind of use slots.
The default is like 20?
Mm-hmm.
20?
Yeah, and then you can use runes to increase that.
Yeah. And you can also heal, like, if you get hit and then hit an enemy right afterwards, you can gain some of your health back.
Yep. Yeah, like
that lighter red bar.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Indiana Jones.
Nice.
Okay.
Did you go up this way before?
Not yet.
Okay.
I swear I've come super close to having a heart attack several times playing this game.
Yeah. Oh, this point. This is fun.
Oh boy, who's that?
Good guys? What?
Whoa!
Hey, yep.
Is that the first boss, or is that just... Oh no, that's a normal dude.
That's a normal dude.
Does he have tentacles for beard hair?
Yep.
Oh my... Oh!
Yep. He's his height.
Oh, he could go so far.
Yep. He's got a good reach.
Oh, that's awesome. Those guys that do like the sweeping melee attacks are insane because there's like almost no safe spot.
Yeah. You just have to like time your dodge so you pass through it.
He's not staying in his home, is he? He's like protecting his neighborhood. That's
oh
cool.
my god. Is this the guy from near the beginning of Yarnum, hid behind the carts but with like extra stuff on him?
What is he doing?
He's doing an AoE attack.
Oh, use the empty phantasm shell. Like, don't forget
that
guy. That helps.
Is that a one-use thing or something you just have?
There are bullets in the bottom left.
Yeah, oh, it's using those. Okay, it's using the blood bullets.
All right.
I just figured out how to use all that stuff recently. I went through the whole game and like toward the end of the game you start collecting those kinds of items.
Don't get greedy.
Yeah, not.
I'm like, oh god. At least that sword is pretty fast.
Oh, I got him on the leash.
Oh no!
Oh, that was close.
He did a finishing attack, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's creepy looking.
I thought I had it. What you want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
I haven't played for a while. So I don't,
oh god, no!
I don't want to be greedy.
His new game plus and like already hard DLC.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they'll make it harder or easier.
So
this game is a lot like Monster Hunter in that sense, where you have to be patient. You know, you run up.
Oh yeah, you have to.
You have wind-up times and cooldowns for attacks. You can't. You have to pick and choose.
So
it's a really interesting. I feel like a lot of the reason why a lot of people like this game in the Souls games is specifically just because it's such a different style of pacing than you see in most modern games right now. Like, I mean, some people like, it's like old hardcore games where if you die, you gotta start back from the last checkpoint or whatever, or from the beginning. But it's also like, there aren't too many games out there.
I should have backed up and healed probably.
Oh man. There aren't too many games out there that ask you to manage animations, essentially.
Yeah, because you have to know the animation timing and windows.
I mean, it's essentially the same type of thing. Like if you're playing an MMO and you're managing like cooldowns and abilities or something, but it's just presented in a more actiony way.
Yeah, it has a lot of strategy to it.
Yeah, and one of the things that I always did when I was in the Souls games was the usual thing of put your shield up and you just starts crawling through.
Doesn't this game have like a single shield that's like really crappy?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like wooden. It's like wooden planks.
And if you read the description, it even mocks the idea of using a shield.
I love it when games
I'm scared.
when games like acknowledge the community or the way the players they acknowledge the players' expectations in a fun way.
Yeah,
What I need to do here?
they don't stagger very well.
I need to stagger him with this guy.
Are you gonna do the heavy?
Maybe.
He's got fast attacks though. That's the thing. I've been going.
Whoa.
Oh, I switched it.
Yeah,
It's done. Have to get used to the buttons again.
yeah.
See, like right there, I would have immediately went for the jumping lunge attack just because it would have looked the coolest. I probably would have died doing it, but it's like, man, when you have the higher ground, you like jump with that thing, like.
Yeah, we are running out of bullets. We no longer are at cap.
Oh, that's sad.
So yeah, I noticed when you came back, you still had 18 instead of 20. So
All right, what was the entrances of the main door here?
we have to go up
It's
around.
like around and up. Yeah, it's on top of that building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here? Oh, so I didn't even need to go up here?
No, this was just a dead end.
Oh, that's dumb.
So yeah, the path that's up
Oh
there.
yeah, up that sideway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was too busy talking.
So yeah, depending on how you want to go, there's a couple of ways to get to where I was.
I completely understand. Like trying to talk and say something meaningful while playing a video game and be good at it, it's like really, really hard.
I imagine you get used to it after a while, probably, right?
Yeah, it's. I've done it long enough that
He's got a better
I'm
reach than
generally
me.
Yeah,
used
that's
to
not
it.
gonna work, is it?
I don't know if I could do it for this game though.
Yeah, I know. Like,
It demands so much concentration.
yeah. One thing that I miss from the Souls games is being able to kick people off of ledges.
Still not dead.
Was there a kick, or was it just like knocking them off?
No, there was an actual kick that you could use if you were near the ledge.
It was like a contextual thing,
Oh, right,
or you
that's
just
the
kick
other way.
anytime. Because I don't remember a kick.
No, I think there was always a kick.
Huh.
Pretty sure. But
Wow.
it was always a viable strategy if you were fighting along like a cliff and you had the enemy up against the cliff. You just kick them and they fall down. You don't get any of their loot, but you still get their souls. And so it's a fun way. So yeah, if you want, you can go off this way and go up, or you can go around.
Did I need to go through there somewhere?
Okay,
Well,
there's
what
some
is
stuff
that?
on top of that
yeah,
thing.
up that
Ultimate weapon.
up that way is the goal.
Oh, there's a guy.
So maybe this way will lead to the treasure. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I use lock-on in this game a lot, and I read. It's really hard with bosses, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people say, like, don't lock on the bosses.
Ooh. He's got a good impressive.
He jumps pretty far.
Yeah, he's got a good jump. Yep. Get him.
No, don't go.
Oh, no! Oh, hey, what's this place?
That's
He led me to treasure.
Yeah.
It's probably a
That's blood
terrible
files.
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, it's birds.
Yeah,
It's
it's
hunter's trousers.
yeah. You remember I looked down there and saw them, but I
Yeah.
decided to not jump down.
Yeah. These guys aren't too... Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They're not
They're
too
so-
bad, I guess.
Sorry for that.
There we go. Can you get out of this way? Look. Hey, look like we might have a shortcut.
What is
Yeah.
that? So we want to go this way. Or we would come back this way later.
Oh, that's okay. This is the shortcut.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, because you remember
There
how
you
you
go.
went up to the dead
Yeah.
end. This unlocks it.
So, this is something I can't remember. Since you just opened that, is it always open forever now? Or do you
Yep.
have to hit... Okay. I
No.
couldn't remember if you had to hit the next, like, lantern before it would count as
No,
progress.
no, these are always designed as shortcuts.
Okay, awesome.
So, like, I can't believe I didn't decide to go down there. But yeah, now it's designed as a shortcut, so you can just beat the one hunter, and now you're all the way here.
I
Yeah.
got forced down there. I didn't do that on purpose.
True. Like, I saw it and was like, I'll get there later.
These guys aren't gonna... They're not gonna kill me, right?
All right, yeah,
What's
these
the
guys are
worst that
scared
could
of you,
happen?
right?
Yeah, like, they recognize you as a hunter.
Do they ever attack you then? Because you're a hunter.
Well, I saw some of them attack me, but
Okay.
overall, like, they seem to be more
Oh,
terrified
screw
than
that.
aggressive.
Huh.
So, you should be getting close to back to where the stairs are. Yeah, because like further up this way is where I got killed.
Yes, great.
So-
well, now we can get there a little quicker, right?
Yeah. So,
There's treasure down there.
Just remember, there's a hunter somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh, howdy.
And that guy is the guy with the really annoying gun that does a lot of damage.
Oh, yep. There it is. Oh, nice, nice.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
Oh, I like the regain system. It's a nice way to keep you in the fight because
Yeah, it basically forces you, like, do you want your health back? Well, you got to continue to be aggressive.
yeah, and like because
Oh, watch out for the ball.
run.
Back up, back up.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Thank God it stops there.
because of how I'm used to playing in the Souls games, I play very
Defensively?
defensively,
Yeah.
like it's a good way to get you in the fight and keep you going. And like I found myself like getting a lot more.
Oh, I died.
Getting a lot more used to.
All right, give it a shot.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, the last time I played this game before today was probably 5 months ago.
About how long I've been.
Yeah. I only got like 5 hours in, and I played a little bit today when we were testing audio mixing and stuff. And I almost karate chopped the very first werewolf to death. I was real close.
Did you like unequip your weapon and start trying to punch him?
No, I mean it's like when you first start off and you have no weapons, and you have to try and fight him.
Okay.
It was like I don't know what happens if you actually beat him. I'm sure the game just like drops an anvil on your head and says you died or something. But
Yeah, in this game you can pick like a character that starts with almost nothing, right? Just like
Yeah.
the Souls.
If you want the shortcuts.
oh, right, a shortcut, yeah.
Yeah, it was always fun in the old Souls games. Like if you succeeded in getting past the first boss that was supposed to deliberately kill you and send you to the Nexus, there was another boss afterwards that would just flat out kill you because you.
Nice. Look at that.
There you
I
go.
played for 5 months.
You're a natural.
I like to try to cheat these guys and hide behind stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's how I beat Father Glasscoin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know how there's the cemetery and then there's the stairs up. I noticed after when he turned into his vampire, his werewolf form, I could get him locked where he would want to attack me over the stairs. And so I put him on the stairs, and I was on the ground floor, and his attacks all went over top of me, and I just kept on swinging.
You cheesed him.
Oh yeah, I cheesed him hard.
Okay, these guys are I could probably just go by these guys.
So
right?
how come those guys don't attack you, but those ones up top did? Like they're ones that looked like him, but they're bigger.
Yeah, I don't know, like.
Nice.
Yeah, I honestly can't say, like, it's very clear, like, sometimes that they do actually fear you and other times they don't.
Maybe it's when you have your back turned to them or something like that.
Maybe. Oh,
Maybe.
it's like the
They're like
shy
boobies.
guys. Yeah.
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 Whoa, bird. Where do you come from?
Yeah, this is gross.
Just glorified Mario.
Yeah.
That's all this is.
Mikey knows what he's talking about. He's seen the Dragon God. And there is...
Oh, that's right. He's right there.
Yeah.
I already forgot the placement of him.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can...
quick
You can
reflexes.
I could probably just.
he's got your souls, too.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh!
That rock was pretty. I don't know.
Oh, he's gonna
Yeah.
wreck you. Not careful. Attack him through the wall. There you go.
Okay.
Nice. Soul's back.
And my soul's back. New Game Plus, huh?
Now you get to go face the big guy.
Oh, that's right.
What is? Wait.
What is that
Is that a
thing?
ragdoll?
Yeah, that's-
guy?
Oh, I thought he was still alive. I thought it was some weird thing that
Yeah.
was crawling on the
Gross. I thought it
ground.
was like a.
Yeah, I thought he was
plant.
holding. I thought he was holding his head. But, yeah, because look at it, like he's just like bobbling around. But ragdolls.
I love ragdolls. I hope ragdolls never go away.
So,
Like like there'll be better physics later on and stuff. But I hope people elect to keep goofy physics in because that's
Yeah,
what I'm
totally.
into.
Insurance fraud.
Yeah.
the cleric beast is the first optional boss.
I like to joke around that you can fix any animation problem with hoverboards and ragdolls.
That guy doesn't mess around.
He's
I'm gonna let him
helping
deal
out.
with those guys.
Well, those are two hunters. Or no,
Yeah.
actually, no, those aren't hunters. Those are Yarnum.
I'm gonna get so fucked up.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get so
Alright,
messed up.
You're doing better than either of us so far. So.
Well, I mean,
Oh, he was distracted. He's
I almost could have charged him. Oh!
yeah,
I don't like this at all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
top my
it's
health off.
monstrous.
Health off.
yeah. You gotta watch his attacks.
Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Dodge!
No, couldn't dodge in time.
Is his face missing? Oh, he doesn't have a face. He has
He
like
just
a
has,
cage with a
Yeah, it's like a
spirit in
purple
it.
cage.
Yeah,
that's cool.
With the Cthulhu beard. If you remember those guys that were with the big axes, I think these are the Cthulhu versions of them.
Is that right?
Because there's one that in Yharnam, if you just go down instead of forward to where the riot or the mob is, there's one guy just hanging back there you can fight.
Yeah, he's dressed in all black. He's like a big dude with the axe, right?
Yeah. All right, since I'm probably going to be in an endless cycle of hell here, Isaac, can you tell me the story behind Insane?
Behind Insane.
Yeah. Because you worked a little bit on it, right?
I don't know if I can say what the story was.
Are you asking?
Well, I mean,
like the story, like how it happened, or
well,
like,
not like how that thing came to be.
Oh, you mean how he?
Yeah, not like that plot.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, that's why I asked for the clarifying.
Yeah, I should have clarified there.
I
Why
guess.
am I going this way? What am I doing?
Like I think it was Del Toro approached THQ, right?
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Because I think he wanted to do it.
Yeah, he was talking mostly to THQ about it. The first time that we met him, he came to town here, and we had a company meeting over at there's art theater down the street that's large enough to hold all of us. So we went down there, and he introduced himself and said what he was interested in doing.
Whoa, there's crows.
Gave us
I forgot about
some
the crows.
choice quotes, I guess, about his ideas for the game.
Yeah. I remember we had to be like very secretive about the whole thing when he came out. We couldn't say like he was in town or anything.
Somebody in town figured out that he was here, and they
I remember
put it in the paper.
This is terrible what's
papers or
happening
something.
right now also. Nah.
You're dead.
But they had, they sent our writers over to meet with Del Toro and some of the people from THQ, to figure out like what the story and all that was, and they'd come back over here once in a while. So I don't really know how it all got off the ground.
When he was here, he was really nice. Like he seemed like a very approachable, very down to earth kind of guy. Like,
I've seen some interviews with him recently just because the PT stuff,
right?
And yeah, he seemed.
Yeah,
like he seemed really nice, but also like absurdly passionate about games.
Yep. Yeah, like he's definitely a gamer. Like he was just talking with us like he was just another guy in there, and he was fielding questions. Didn't have any problem answering any of the questions we had about stuff.
Yeah, he said that he was interested in storytelling. Obviously, he was interested in doing storytelling in as many different mediums as he could, which is what brought up games.
Yeah, if you remember, didn't he get a call from Ron Perlman in the middle of the meeting?
Did he?
He answered his cell phone because, or at least he looked at it because he was getting a call. I think those two were best friends or something. Because they're.
Ron Perlman's in every single one of his movies. So
Well, so we were getting concept work for the different characters in the game, and trying to figure out how to get everything together into a prototype. And it was really cool seeing all the concept work that they were pushing out.
Yeah, for a while we had it around the office too, and it was always fun taking a look at different concept that was going up for it. And it's a shame that we didn't get to do it because it would have been something very different for us. And I think that alone was very compelling, just because doing Saints Row for 10 years, even having the Red Faction games was nice as a change of pace from doing.
That guy's here, but I'm going to go past him.
Yeah.
Oh, I better remember that fireball, though. Is there stuff on the side?
Just run to the sides.
Yeah. Whoop.
There you go.
I'm good. I'm fine.
2 of them missed.
Everything's fine.
You're out of bullets. Yeah, you got 2 left.
Oh, I have 2 bullets.
Well, this is the stream. You guys get to watch us try to get to the top of these stairs for now.
Yeah.
People seem to enjoy the Souls and Bloodborne streams, especially because there's lots of people who are kind of knowledgeable about it. It's they seem to have fun just going there's the really aggressive guys who backseat drive the game. But there's also people who just enjoy giving tips to new people.
So if you want, it looks like you can just continue on it, or you can fight this guy.
Over this way.
No, it's
Here, want to take over for a second?
The original.
Oh, okay.
The original part of this game, this section right here is there's a boss, and then there are 2 different ways you can branch off. And
this wasn't here before.
Mike Watson just told me to ask about something very specific. I need to ask about the penis monster.
The what? I don't know anything about penis monster.
This was about Insane, so apparently there is a penis monster.
Are we allowed to talk about that stuff? I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Is that a question from somebody on the chat?
No, that's Mike Watson.
Oh, well, there were monsters that were, I don't know, some of them were sexually inspired.
Yeah.
I guess you could say.
All right.
You see how those...
Oh, yeah.
Extremely twisted monster designs, I'll leave it at that, and very cool at the same time.
Well, yeah, Del Toro's like really well known for having like really interesting like monster designs. Like you've seen like Pan's Labyrinth or something like that. Like all the art and stuff that was like done for like concepting that movie, that was him. He drew it. Like, he was drawn all the time.
Very cool. Best monsters.
It's kind of interesting too because there's some other like games and other types of media out there that have like sexually inspired monsters or horror. So, yeah, like Aliens,
like Geiger's stuff.
Yeah, like Giger was all about making scary phalluses. But a lot of the time if it's sexually inspired stuff, like the horror is always like, oh, it's like some spooky lady who's like, oh, I'm so sexy, but also I'm gonna murder you.
Yeah, right.
And stuff. It's like, it's weird that there's not more like dick monsters.
Yeah.
The only other thing I can think of is Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh yeah, Shin Megami Tensei has so many.
Yeah, you can recruit like that the like giant dick that's like carrying a chariot behind it called Mara as like a persona. Or whatever.
Yeah, I remember seeing that and I'm like, well, that's a thing.
Wasn't he a boss in some game too? I can't remember.
He might have been.
He might have been. I haven't played too much of the Tensei games. Only Persona 4 and Tensei 4.
Oh, right.
Oh, I didn't know there were grenades here.
They have time bombs.
Well, I guess I knew there were... Oh!
That's different.
I knew there were fire bombs, but not, like, time bombs.
Oh.
They're starting to pile up down there.
Wow, this guy's really feisty.
Yeah, he's a hunter.
And he has a fanciful hat. Probably the best one I've seen yet.
Very nice. I have some pretty cool hats in my inventory.
Do they do anything different, or are they just hats?
No.
Oh, they do.
They have different stats, but they're all pretty well balanced.
Okay.
That's one thing about this game is you can't really say like, oh, here's the best armor in the game. You need to get that.
I hear some people recommend certain weapons being really good, but they
Yeah.
seem to be like, oh, here's a like really newbie friendly because they're like super quick and you don't get stuck after using it. Like the Oh man! Oh, you got a slipper help! What is it? There's one weapon I always see recommended to people. It's like the cane sword or whatever, or the cane whip.
The cane whip, yeah.
Cane whip, yeah.
Yeah,
it's like really fast, does a lot of damage, I guess.
No, it's low damage, but it's got good reach.
Oh, good reach.
Yeah,
right.
Its transform state has really good reach, and so it actually was one of my preferred weapons early on because since I was coming from Dark Souls games where I was used to being more cautious, it gave me the distance I needed to feel a little bit more comfortable about enemies. Plus, it has a good like AoE range on it, so even if it doesn't do a lot of damage, it hits a lot of enemies.
Okay, cool.
So like it's good in crowd control situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scythe weapon for this game, I picked it up recently, like toward end game, and I think I leveled it up to like +6 or something. But I couldn't. You can't upgrade everything in one playthrough, right? So I kind of had to pick. And I decided for this playthrough, I went with the Ludwig's sword, and I got it up to +10. And on my first playthrough, I used the default weapon they start you with, and I used that all the way through, and I got that one up to +9.
Yeah.
Oh, this?
Yep. Yeah, so that's at +9.
Yeah, that's the one I picked.
What's
when I played.
Ludwig's at?
10.
Okay.
So it's all done. I'm really curious to see what kind of weapons and armor they have in this DLC, though. By the way, From Software, if you keep making DLC, I will keep buying it.
You know, I actually think I heard that this DLC here was they were going to make 2 DLC packs, and then they actually combined them and just released this one.
Yeah.
So I think it's the only one, unfortunately.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
People say it's like a good 6 to 9 hours of extra content, which is pretty significant.
Oh yeah.
How much was the DLC actually?
20 or 19.99 or something.
Okay. That's not too bad. It's like another 10 hours.
That's well worth it.
Yeah.
I think.
Also, it's just interesting how they integrate the DLC, so it's not like you go to a separate
Yeah.
menu and start it like as a separate campaign. It's just they put it in the game, and it essentially acts like it was there from the get-go.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting playing through the game and you see little things that you wonder, like, will this be a gateway to DLC, or will this...
Yeah.
Like, there's one section, there's this building you go into, and there's a big, like, metal trap door on the floor that doesn't seem like you can get into. And I thought, well, maybe that will be DLC. But not yet. I'm not sure how those guns fit into it. I guess you're walking around with a gun, though. Like, Gatling guns just don't quite fit for me.
Can't believe there's just a normal dude with an axe here when it's basically been nothing but hunters the whole time. These guys just feel like, oh, this is refreshing. These guys aren't nightmares.
Right.
Well, I mean, some of them seem to be in on the whole thing, too. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, I recognize this area.
Whoa!
Jump. Those legs.
Oh, man. Getting stuck in these weird tombstone things reminds me of the Father whatever fight.
Father G. Father G.
Yeah, Father G. This is G's blood. Because my greatest difficulty... Ooh. Whoa, you dodged that! Holy shit, you're dodging everything right now. It's amazing.
That hammer is amazing.
Oh, man. Barely missed the tip.
Oh!
I can go for mutual.
That was interesting.
That was basically equal damage.
Yeah.
This traded hits. But yeah, when I fought Father G, like, the most difficult thing wasn't him, it was the environment you fought him in. Because it was full of those tombstones that you could get backed into or get caught up on. Was he just meditating there?
I don't know.
That was weird.
I was like, okay, well.
I thought maybe he was like gonna start healing himself or something, like meditating.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Give me a bow or anything, too. Yeah, I was just like, okay, he's just gonna stand there. Like, okay, I always misjudge the distance on the charge attack too.
Yeah.
And
That's close.
Yeah, I was like, oh, if I had moved like a step further, I probably would have like hit him nicely and been fully charged.
Yeah.
And he would have been staggered.
He probably made him a little nervous with that one.
Yeah.
He's just like, woof.
He's like, really?
And take his giant hat off so I can just wipe the sweat off his forehead.
Yeah, do the. Oh, you don't have any.
No, I don't have those set up.
Are there still taunts in this like there were in Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're on the left, the bottom left corner of the touchpad. Bump him. See, that helps.
Whoa.
That's one thing about games, you know, I notice a lot of other people that I play with can tell when a character is like projecting their attacks, and I'm not good at it for some reason.
Like when they're winding it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've gotten fairly decent at seeing that stuff. That's because I play a lot of Platinum Games stuff. And it's like Bayonetta and Metal Gear Rising, stuff like that. And all those games, they're much faster, but they follow really similar principles of like looking out for enemies winding up and like identifying what wind up is going to lead to what attack and all that.
Bayonetta games are really cool. They're so different.
Yeah.
It's like a really unique twist on an action game.
Yeah. That and it's one of my favorite genres, and like by extension, this kind of counts too. Even though it's different, it still has a lot of the same types of ideas in it, executed differently. I mean, I've always been a fan of stuff, mainly single player stuff that's like kind of skill based or like ranks you on how well you did and stuff like that. I also really appreciate when games have like difficulties that it's not just like. Because, you know, a lot of games, you're not playing it for difficulty, but they might have difficulty there for achievements, something like that, or unlockables put behind it, and it's like, you know, you go into hard mode, it's like you take more damage, or enemies take more damage, or take less damage, and stuff like that. I always appreciate when people put more extra stuff into that, like it's like, oh, you beat the game once, well, you're not done yet. There's a harder mode with new stuff, like these guys get new attacks, or like in some Platinum games, they get new attacks, and they behave differently.
Yeah, I love it when you beat a game and then they're like, good job, but...
This was the tutorial.
Yeah. How about you crank up the difficulty and try again?
Yeah. It's always nice when there's like really good like rewards tied to that stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it reminds me of what game was it? Dead Space 2. They had a hardcore mode where you could only save 3 times the whole game. Is
that right? Wow.
Yeah, you had 3 saves you could do the whole time. And if you got through the game, you would unlock like this giant it was like one of those things at like sporting events, like the giant foam fingers. It was like this, and you would just hold it, and you could shoot with it, and it would like instantly kill everything when you're doing it. Like the guy you're playing has to go bang, 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 and
wow, that thing.
Playing with just 3 save files is
that's nuts.
Really hard, and not many people do it, but the reward's pretty cool at least.
So did you beat it that way? You beat the game?
I didn't. I watched a YouTube video.
Oh, okay, well that's one way to do it.
I almost attempted it, but it's like, I got other games to play, man. I gotta pick and choose which ones I sink a lot of time into.
Yeah, that's the real problem for me is, like these days I can't play, if there's a game that takes like 50 or 60 hours, it takes me,
He's like, yeah.
It takes a couple of months.
Yeah, even he knew. Even the character knew. Oh, what are you?
Is he new? Oh, he's just a grenade guy.
Okay. Like, he just looked kind of tall, so I was like... Gonna toss one? Come on.
Yeah, what's up with his head?
I don't know.
It's like...
It just looks it looks like he's got a wet bag over it or something. Yeah. I'm not close enough to TV to really tell, but yeah, I think he has a hood.
Huh.
He has like a wet sack over his head. Weird.
Hey, this looks like
progress. Oh man, is this new?
Yeah, scary. Now you take one step through the door and you get murdered. Congratulations for making progress.
God just dropped some meteor on your dumb head.
Oh, I like this. You see how the floor is crooked like that?
I think I recognize this area.
Yeah.
Yep, this is where you...
Yeah, I came through here from the bottom and yard him.
That's a delayed Molotov.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so it's what they were throwing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they were throwing those, and so I was like, okay. But yeah, this is where you would go to... that's a drop down. Where you'd go to kill the...
Yeah, first boss is out there.
Yeah. Right. Or is it the first? Is it the one on the bridge?
A little further.
Okay, yeah.
See, this is the old lady that would always kill you.
Yeah, she's never killed me because every time.
Oh.
What the fuck?
What happened? You like touched gunpowder?
Oh
or something?
my god!
That's funny. Didn't see that coming.
No. It's a boom hammer.
That is awesome. That they go like, oh, remember that lady who like always instantly kills you and it's like a trick? She's dead. Oh. Yeah, I was about to say I've never actually been killed by her because every time I play, like when you play online, there's like the messages other players leave, and they're always like, "Whoa, watch out for this old lady."
So, since we have it, let's give it a spin.
There you go. So excited.
Oh man. Hey, yeah, at least you get to keep the hammer. That's nice of him.
I'm not sure if he'd be able to hold the hammer like that. It looks heavy.
Oh, so transforming is lighting it?
Apparently.
Huh.
I wonder if it's scaled. Like, there's no way it's scaled to be stronger than the weapons you have
Oh,
right
so
now,
transforming
right?
it just lets you prime it up once for a stronger attack, maybe?
Apparently. It gives you the explosive damage once.
Explosive. Huh, that's cool.
So.
Oh, can you combo it so like after each hit you climb it again?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
So I'm out of stamina, that's why I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
See, do it.
That's a cool way to combo stuff.
Nice.
Uses a lot of stamina though, wow.
Yeah.
And I'm always a fan of like, if a game has like lots of weapons, I always gravitate towards the ones that are like the really cool gimmick ones, where it's like, it's really weird and hard to fight with this thing, but it's cool when you do it right.
I think that was the best way to deal with that situation.
Yeah.
Gotta get back to where we were. Progress. We made progress.
We're zooming through it pretty quick now.
This is the way you play Dark Souls. I mean Bloodborne.
So can you actually go into the church up there?
Yeah,
It looks like you can, but it's just that really scary.
He's kind of he's kind of the bouncer.
Yeah,
I don't really want to fight the bouncer.
I don't blame you.
It's a good PS2 game though.
Sounds like somebody wants to get in Club Blood. Well, you got to beat the bouncer to get into this club. God, what if there were clubs where you had to beat up the bouncer to get in, qualify to be in this cool club? It's a club of one.
Yeah, right.
You become the new bouncer.
If you do get in, you don't really want to mess with anybody there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice.
That's what I like to do. Oop. There we go. I always like to try to sneak in cheap shots like that.
Yeah.
You know what always happens with this game when I'm playing if I'm at a boss? Say the boss is like pretty difficult, like all of them, and
Like all
you
of
spend
them.
like
Yeah.
several minutes like whittling down its health bar, and then at the last little bit of health, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, to try and see if you can just shave the rest off before you die.
Yep.
Yeah, I did that with the first boss too. It worked eventually, but
Oh, you have my souls. But that
Whoa.
guy. That guy on the other hand.
Oh, I wonder if the clinic is in this city, this version of the city.
God, watch out.
Ooh, that's.
Oh!
No way.
Oh, my heart.
So I heard something explosives in here.
Should probably put a note down.
Oh, hi.
Oh no, he can go in there.
Well, yeah, I just didn't realize he was that far behind me.
Yeah, that's giant.
Well, it is a little after 5 now, I guess.
That is.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh,
We made it up the stairs.
Yeah, we didn't make it back to the checkpoint.
yeah. Up the stairs and through part of a graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
For Bloodborne, that's pretty good progress in that amount of time. That was about an hour.
Yeah, and it's New Game Plus. Myself, I haven't played in 5 months, so I actually got back into it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is surprising. Like you said, I think muscle memory is the biggest thing.
Yeah, right.
Like you just start remembering how it all flows, and you just have to get used to. I haven't played any of the game really in New Game Plus. I want to say about 30 minutes just to sort of try it out, and it's like, okay, I got other games I got to play.
Oh, I'm gonna have to. Maybe I will be able to get back to this game during Christmas.
There you go.
Maybe.
You got to play it before Dark Souls 3 comes out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's true.
Apparently, the final Dark Souls too.
Yeah.
They said it's gonna be the last one.
That's not what I want to hear.
I look forward to what they do next.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, because they have other things too, but it's like, none of them got as big as this. Like,
no, like their biggest thing before this was Armored Core.
Yeah, it was Armored Core, which I liked as a kid. I had like a demo for 2, and I was like, oh man, you get to build this robot and fly around. It's really, I mean, I enjoy any game that lets you build a mech, but
yes,
it's automatically really good. But I wonder if they would just try and do like a Dark Souls style treatment to like Armored Core or something.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be a mech style, like hardcore. Action game.
I could see them doing like stuff to make it more accessible, like because like in the other Armored Cores, it's like you had to manage fuel a lot.
Oh, did you?
You couldn't fly for that long and stuff like that.
You'll have to collect bolts instead of souls or blood vials. You just get bolts.
Oil buckets.
What'll be your health?
Yeah. Thanks for coming, everybody. We're Volition. We stream every week on Thursday at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, 2 Pacific, 21 GMT right now, I believe.
Is it?
It's 21 or 22 GMT. It'll say at the end when we leave.
There you go.
Again, I'm Josh Stinson. I'm the stream czar. Today we also had
Isaac Vanier, animation programmer.
Chris Dubois, QA lead.
And thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks.